These are the food delivery app disasters. DoorDash driver films naked man in his house and posts it online.
What? What?
Hold on. We got a conversation, brother. What do you mean a DoorDash saw a naked man in the house on the allegations? Really?
Oh, that's rape, motherfucker. You going to jail in the first degree.
Of Oswego, New York, on October 12, 2025, 23-year-old Livy Rose Henderson was delivering food orders on DoorDash. At around 11:15 p.m., she arrived at a customer's house in the 100th block of East Bridge Street to drop off the order. But this was no ordinary delivery, as the door to the home was curiously ajar. Now, you'd think she just dropped the food off, but that's not what happens. Livy allegedly decided to look through what's been described as a half-open door, and that's when she saw a man asleep on the couch with his pants pulled down all the way to his ankles, his cock and balls on full display.
Nah. Ain't no way this real. Ain't no way this real, bro. Have you no shame for this? You have seen this man with it. Brother, pull your pants up. Pull your underwear up. How the fuck? You didn't saw, but when you didn't see it, and you didn't saw happen. This man wouldn't pants up here, and this lady recording the camera there and say, hold up. Is that a woman who was naked and laying on the couch like a bitch? Nobody saw that shit. This nigga got high with no pants off for a reason, and you didn't see that? My man, have a dick picture. Have some price for God's sake, but this man, you're in some gooners here. This lady's so happy to see a naked man laying on the couch and he's drinking beer. Nigga.
Admittedly, not the greatest etiquette from the customer here, but what the Dasher does next is questionable to say the least. Livy pulls out her phone and begins filming the man through this doorway, later posting the footage to her TikTok page, IRL Monster High Doll.
That's fucked up.
The next day, she'd take to TikTok to speak again on the matter, letting folks know she reported the incident to DoorDash as well as the local police via the non-emergency line. The police actually sent an officer to Livy's home to talk about what had happened.
And he asked me if I want to press charges, like what do I want to come from this? And I said, yeah, if there are charges to press, I would prefer that because I don't want this to happen to somebody else again. He said he's not sure if there are charges that can be pressed at this point because he was inside of his house. And specifically, he said it's not like he came up to his door with it out or like his window with it out or whatever. But it's like, come on now.
Livy also relayed that an officer had been dispatched to talk to the customer as well.
The police officer said he was going over to the residence of that DoorDash customer to speak to him and see what his side of the story is, what he has to say.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Now, I'm all for giving people the benefit of the doubt, but Livy would show early on that maybe she shouldn't be trusted. Her stories about this situation were often contradictory, and she seemed to change elements of it at will. With her once saying that the man was simply asleep laying there naked, but then she goes on to expand in saying that, well, he was probably masturbating beforehand.
Have a good night, Eddie. Take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.
Are you fucking stupid?
Oh, hell no! Did I just see my eyes did not see me? What are you filming for? Why are you filming this timer? All this opiate? Let's be for real. How the hell you filming when you film this one? Shit got no hairless. And you didn't know what's going on? And the fact of the matter is, hey, let's film this video right now. I can put a nice dress show here. I put a nice piece dress here. Let's go over to this dress up and I'm going to look pretty good now. Are you a dumbass? No, are you much of a dumbass? You ever knew that's a David Heathers? Now, I'm going to get, but hey, guess who? You know when you can feel your exercising and you come with a dumbass here? This is one of the wickedest, dumbest ideas you could film your customer not to put your pants down. But you're on TikTok? How in the world are you doing? Why are you in TikTok just filming when the man was naked, laying on the couch, drunk? What part of the game is this, bro?
Within 15 minutes of ordering DoorDash and it getting delivered to your front door, you're asleep on the couch with your pants and your underwear to your ankles, your front door wide open, your lights on, it's freezing outside. Like, come on now. That is voyeurism. That is exhibitionism. See, listen, if I wasn't the target, you still shouldn't be whacking it off, whether you're drunk or under the influence of any substances, with your door wide open regardless, because anybody could walk out and get assaulted from that. See,
Regardless, ma'am, what are you talking about? What do you mean regardless? This film is on you. That was on you.
It seems she was trying to paint a disturbing picture of this being, a weird voyeuristic kink from the dude where, he's falling asleep with his junk out, hoping unassuming female dashers would fall.
In my house, bitch.
I mean, he is. I just gotta hear this story. Like, there's so many questions on both sides. Like, for one, why would you record him?
Yeah.
He in his crib, as weird as it is. And then for him, like, you got the door open.
This is a bit of privacy going on here. This is like an exciting going on privacy. This shit is got a little handle. This nigga got a really bad intentions. Like, this is gonna fit the privacy, bitch. You want me to see coming? I don't know what's going on here. She just got bitched out on this video camera, on this very phone. That every app of this video is. This dumbass motherfucker cannot do shit like this. How the one going on this habit? Even you want to do Jabba Lake, that Jabba Tulubas, how was around this shit? And as bad as it is, you order like, I'm like to order that. Hey, let me get an order of a quarter pounder with cheese. Let me get a side of fries and a shot of shakes. Let me get a side of fries, an egg fries. Let me get Give me an order of drink. Let me get an order of Fanta right here. And I'm laying in the chair trying to put my pen down in the umbrella and chilling on myself. And then there's one lady who recording this shit. And then I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Who is still recording my shit? And then they were like, oh, hell no, I'm out this bitch. Who knows what's going on this time? This is the big problem going on here. What type of being that shitty ass going on here? But then, on this very TikTok app, this goes that guy's fire for no reason at all. And then, that shit is gobbling most excitable what's been happening.
To get a lot of TikTok engagement, things took a turn in a direction she never expected. Taking to TikTok again the next day, Livy revealed that DoorDash had suspended the customer's account, but it also deactivated hers as well.
Yep.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why.
She at this point began referring to the incident as a sexual assault.
Sexual assault is a reach, yo, what are we doing?
Oh, spoiler alert! I did talk about how engaged about Tyler's video. I did talk about the Tyler's video. Tyler, something you, I believe yourself because you don't want to get accusations going on here, but this shit is got a little bit more back here. This is a bad here. Sexual allegation is no damn joke. And then you got fired. She lost her job at DoorDash. That was on you. That was on you, lady. That's on you. You dumbass idea. You did yourself. You did it on purpose. Right now, and I don't care who you are and where you are. You TikTok account go suspended for reason, and you just got you deactivate your account at DoorDash. That's all I gotta say, bro.
You recorded him. This nigga is asleep. It's weird for sure,
But
but
it ain't like he
now
actively
it's
assaulted you.
sexual assault. No. Alright, man.
Assault and accused DoorDash of firing her for posting about this sexual assault.
This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. They just fired me.
Hey, Uber Eats is hiring.
Right, Grubhub. Go over there. Chick-fil-A delivering personally now.
I haven't.
You gonna sue them next?
And the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
This is a man's world. I'm the victim.
Weak. Hey, you gotta have that sound clip of the Joker, and here we go.
Right, like, cause what?
She is going. Camera's doing this.
Yeah, bro, she in that mud. She's turning super freaking Saiyan. Super Karen Saiyan.
This is a man. No shit. Go on Indeed, nigga. I'm gonna find you another job.
Remember, I'm the victim.
DoorDash went on to make a public statement explaining why she was terminated. They had this to say: "No one should ever have to experience sexual assault, harassment, or abuse, and DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it, full stop. We take those reports incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience that made them feel unsafe, and that's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any of their efforts. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. That is the sole reason that this Dasher was deactivated along with the customers while we investigated. We've also ensured that the Dasher has full access to their earnings. As you can clearly see, things were not shaking out the way that Liv...
Yeah.
You showing his crib and all that, and you posted it on your TikTok, which got millions of views.
Huge, yeah, bro.
How did you think you was not gonna get fired for that?
Okay, let's be real for this one. I did not know how this hard gets filmed the video. And again, Sarah Stone is no joke. And what did it do? She got actually deactivated her account at Starfire. Hey, Uber is hiring, Grubhub is hiring. We all know they got hiring themselves here, but hey, you know it, I know it, these fools know, these guys know about it. I've been for rich people paying a lot of money and stuff, but hey, it was what it was, it is what it is. So, that might be a case of emergency. Who knows what is going on here? If you don't know what's going on, when did he get the job done? That's what's going to happen. They don't have a gun for more reason. Shit, if what happens, this guy on the wheel on top. For real though. So for real though.
And sent it to law enforcement and DoorDash themselves and not put it on social media? That's another conversation. We probably can still figure this out, but you posted it on your social media page, like,
this is a man's world.
He initially expected.
I'm the victim!
Some would take Livy's side, saying that she was violated, but I'd say a good Senate majority were skeptical, to say the least, and many questioned her motives.
Our culture is alive and well. This masculinity begins with how we respond to victims when they brave enough to expose those who are abusing. See, this is the problem. This gets so pushed to the forefront that it causes real cases to be shoved down and forgotten about.
Hey, Katana speaks. Stop speaking.
Next time, could you just keep your mouth shut?
But I'd say a good Senate majority were skeptical, to say the least, and many questioned her motives. Like, yeah, the guy was somewhat out of pocket for being naked and the door allegedly being cracked. But you filming it and posting him when he's in his own home and then moving the goalpost so you were sexually assaulted when people called you out, I understand the criticism. It felt like an entitled, attention-seeking girl trying to make herself the victim in a situation that in many ways appeared to be brought upon by her own actions.
Exactly.
Even in the face of near unanimous ridicule and pushback, she remained adamant that she had in fact been violated and was being mistreated, posting a final update on the matter on October 26th.
And I have obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when I arrived to the customer's house.
God, you got to get banned for good. That's all you gotta say. You about to get banned. Well.
All those that have been supportive of me during this time, post that proof at this time. And to all those that have been supportive of me during this time,
she really in the upside down world
your
right
comments
now.
And your videos.
I was
and your
gonna say
messages.
she was what's her name, but she really is in the upside down world. Like, there's no way that you go from snitching on a dude, exposing a dude, not snitching, exposing him at his crib, Karen perking up, back to trying to be calm, fixing your hair for another video and you're cooperating.
Hey, all I want to know is, are you at Uber Eats now? Are you at Grubhub now? Where you at, bro?
And trust me, I won't
clock back in, nigga,
that has been shown to me.
Make sure my order get there on time, bro.
And to any large creators that have made statements on my situation and then further retracted that and then issued me an apology, I appreciate that. Thank you.
After this, everything went quiet on the side of Livy, and most people believe she had simply given up and retreated from the internet in shame. But her silence was actually more related to police getting involved for real. And this time, they seemed to want to go after her.
Yeah.
Police allegedly acquired a Ring camera video. According to reports, this Ring camera video allegedly contradicts Olivia's story. That the door...
She let herself into the man's house.
And police have said there is no indication she was encouraged to go in, let alone film.
Oh shit! Did you see what they did? That was a Ring camera what we just seen it. She went in there on the man's house and police had no indication. The law enforcement didn't know what's going on. That shit was down the one off the mark. I mean, damn! How the fuck happened? It was going on in weird, but then the conspiracy plot thickens.
Obviously haven't seen the video myself. If reports are true, there may be a video clip showing her tampering with the door or possibly opening it further than it already was to film this guy. Oh, and the cops don't think she was sexually assaulted. This is what they had to say about her TikTok video and the claims in it. The Oswego police said, the video along with the subsequent investigation indicates that the male was incapacitated and unconscious on his couch due to alcohol consumption. The video was taken from the exterior of the male's residence. The DoorDash driver subsequently posted the video to social media where it drew significant attention. It was further discovered that the DoorDash driver had made claims of being sexually assaulted during this incident. The investigation of the Oswego Police Department determined that no sexual assault occurred. The male depicted in the video cooperated with police and provided a statement.
The police made a statement right now and they didn't know what's going on here. So the man got alcoholic, he got drunk, whatever, they died a little bit ignorant. Easy enough to say this man is a completely out of hand. And the man said that, hey yo, this harlot song coming, you know, film my shit. And he's not like that happened. It's like, yo, this nigga still have a really bad tension here. So we gonna do something about this. I wanna press charges with this bitch right now. So let's go get and arrest the bitch right now. For every reason, the police of Haiti don't know what's going on. They know what it's going on like this.
Excuse me, call the authorities.
We are the police. We are the police. The police of Haiti. The police of Haiti.
Hey, you go to jail! You go to jail, you son of a bitch! All right, hold him back. You go to jail!
And then, what to do? Who knows what happened? And then the police informant, they got arrested for all reason. And for one reason, her TikTok account was banned for good. And they leaked it. I don't know why. In the TikTok cockfish did it yourself for me, and soda man, that's what happened for. What are the information age here? What is the information age? The internet age, my app. What did we install the app? For what reason? That shit has got over hand. Yeah. I mean, what else do? What else?
Apparently, a prosecutor thinks it's enough to charge her. On November 10th, 2025, Livy Henderson was arrested and charged with 2 Class E felonies: unlawful surveillance in the 2nd degree and dissemination of an unlawful...
Well, I guess you ain't at Grubhub. Guess you ain't at Uber Eats. You in jail.
Girl, fuck you. Jail today. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord Jesus. Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Hallelujah! Thank God they'll arrest her ass from now on.
Bro. Come on, bro. You did all that.
It's a man's world.
I'm done. Just to get packed up is wild.
Surveillance image in the 1st degree. Each charge has a potential penalty of up to 4 years in prison. She was processed and released, given an order to appear in court at a later date. How the tables have turned, huh?
Yeah.
On December 4th, 2025, she was formally charged and reportedly pled not guilty. After this, she was let go on her own recognizance. Her next hearing is scheduled for January 20th, 2026. It'll be interesting to see how this one shakes out. But given the fact that the guy was in his own home, I really think she's going to struggle to find a way to justify her behavior in filming him, you know, even if he was sleeping naked. Bro, I mean, his balls were out, but it was in his house. It's like castle doctrine for your nuts.
I tell you what, we gonna go in this past month. This is February. This is Black History Month. I know all the people know about this. So, I've been for real. If I forgot, happen. I forgot Screen Earth when I was on stage. But this is another big dark moment in the century for the DoorDash history. So, another big dummy who was out there pour a 9-piece. He poured a Jesus 9-piece, a 9mm, 9 double M. Sorry, I'm not the rapper who knows because I'm not double M because of that. But still, there was a guy who was bringing a 9mm and he poured the clock. And you still know what's going on? That shit is goddamn the street.
Fucking DoorDash driver brings a gun after getting no tip.
This is bullshit.
Whoa. This nigga said a drunken DoorDash driver? Hey, yo! Hold on. We gotta hear the news about this. How did the drunk ass nigga begin with a guy who bought a gun? He bought a 9-piece. Yo, I want to hear this. This is a second exclusive news.
27th.
Hey, I always tip the drivers, bro. I just want to put that out there. I always give a tip, bro, because I always do that, bro. I it just don't feel right for someone to be out early in the morning getting me some food or whatever, and hey, thanks, bro.
I agree.
You just give them 5 stars and send them on their way. Damn, that's fucked up, bro.
But
2025.
But we live in Texas.
What that mean?
Don't mess with a man at his house, because you probably brought a handgun. He probably got artillery. He probably got an arsenal. So I'd be very careful. This can't be in Texas, because
a residential home in Vancouver, Washington. 59-year-old DoorDash driver Robert Delahant had dropped off an order for $100 worth of groceries to a 19-year-old woman. He didn't realize it at the time, but when he checked many hours later, to the man's dismay, he got no tip on the order. It's reported the reason he didn't get a tip was that the woman had ordered the groceries using her SNAP government benefits card. When paying through SNAP, you're not allowed to tip through it, so the guy didn't get anything.
Damn.
Furious about not getting any kickback from the $100 delivery the next morning at around 10.
They probably not. Because it ain't, I'm sure, I don't know how many people, don't know the statistics on it, but I'm willing to bet more people are just using their regular bank accounts or whatever. So it's like a special situation, a special case.
They let you DoorDash with Snap is wild.
10 a.m., a tipless and pissed off Robert made the choice to return to the residence and confront the woman, pounding on the door and demanding his tip in cash. The woman claimed to have had no such cash, but said she'd leave a tip for him on a separate card if he wanted. It seemed Robert was adamant on a cash payout, though, and refused to leave without the money in hand. The guy might have also been drunk. Robert was described as being loud, aggressive, and reeking of alcohol by the young woman who had answered the door. As this verbal confrontation was happening, the 19-year-old's father, 55-year-old Anthony Volino, was sitting at the kitchen table eating breakfast with his grandkids, and he overheard the confrontation, prompting him to intervene. Approaching the stranger at his door, Mr. Volino considered giving the guy a tip just to get him to shut up and go away. But when the driver leaned into the door frame, this spurred Mr. Volino to press his hand on the Dasher's chest out of instinct. From here, things escalated quickly as the father and DoorDasher started with harsh words and evolves into a scuffle. According to Mr. Volino, Robert gestured towards the back of his waistband as if he was reaching for a weapon. Fearing the worst, Volino grabbed Robert to stop whatever he was doing, and that's when Mr. Volino felt exactly what Robert was reaching for. It was a gun.
I stepped to the left and I reached behind him.
And you ain't getting his back. You gotta get your ass out of here.
And as soon as I felt that gun in his waistband, my heart just sank. The only thing on my mind was I have to get this gun away from him.
Nah, you over there.
Yeah, begging and pleading.
Whoa. Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull the knife. Don't shoot me, man. I ain't not gonna. Don't pull the knife, Jamal. Please, Jamal, don't pull the knife. What the hell? This nigga pull out the knife and he's gonna shoot the DoorDasher, a drunk idiot. And you don't know what's going on here? This man is a loud, obnoxious drunk. He's drinking alcohol for what he needs to do to stay away. Yo, stay away from stay away with teenage girls, man. Y'all need to stay away from this weirdos. Ladies, y'all need to stay away from these drunk idiots, man. I don't know what's going on because this is on exactly what's going on here. He might have given you a like, I never mind love machine like me with this man on the test. That's like, nigga, please. Come on. If you want to dance so for you now, ladies, do not go to the drunk in his house. They might seduce you on this one. Remember the permanent roofies with the teenage girl got a little drunk here with the sting for you to say this going on? This shit is got a little obnoxious fuck whatsoever. But you know what's going on. But please, Jamal, don't pull out the knife. This nigga's gonna have a really gonna pull out a knife and you're gonna shoot this nigga right in front of him. How the hell you know this drunk is? Give it $19 and you're gonna spend $19 on girl. Leave her alone, please.
He gonna hear the Boys in the Hood music.
It's me or him.
With his gun snatched and pockets still tipless, the embarrassed Robert would drive off as the Volino family called authorities. Vancouver police arrived shortly after and would also catch up with Robert, the former gun-toting Dasher. When asked why he was threatening these people and what he was reaching for, Robert claimed that he was only attempting to warn Mr. Volino that he was armed as like a friendly disclosure. I'm sure he had no intent on pulling a gun on him. It wasn't an intimidation tactic or anything.
Fuck all that, bro.
The man would be arrested for felony harassment, a DUI, and assault. Despite completely dominating in the altercation, Anthony was a bit shaken up from the interaction, but he was happy the guy had been taken in.
I could have been shot. Yeah. The kids could have been shot. If he would have got his hands on that gun, somebody could have gotten hurt. I just can't, I still can't believe it happened.
The spokesperson for DoorDash told KGW that the company has a zero tolerance policy for harassment of
Get him out of here, bro.
What happened was unacceptable, and the dasher involved was immediately deactivated.
But thank God, this man got himself to get the thing. Somebody got to give, bro. If we wanted that from right here, this guy is completely good for him. Just keep his family safe on this drunken idiot. Get this guy out of here right now, but this is a sad thing happening for you. I for one, if this is a case of a murder, untreated murder charge, nobody is safe right now on, because I for one, if that the case, I'm skip away this time being. None whatsoever.
Snoop Dogg docks his delivery driver.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
What? What?
Where it's actually the customer who's the asshole. On January 27th, 2022, an Uber Eats driver named Saeed was sent to what has been described as an industrial area in Inglewood, California. When he arrived at what he believed to be the destination, he didn't see a customer anywhere. He tried getting in touch with them, but they didn't respond. So Saeed waited for 8 minutes, which is the protocol for Uber Eats, and then he canceled out the order. It's routine bullshit that delivery drivers have to put up with. However, what Saeed didn't know was that the customer he was meant to deliver this food to, well, it was actually Snoop Dogg. And when Snoop found the order canceled, well, the renowned pothead threw a tantrum. Snoop Dogg took to Instagram to rant about this cancellation in a now deleted video, showing his exchange with the driver.
Fucking Uber Eats didn't bring my fucking food. Come on here, ride. This is not a safe place. You punk motherfucker, where my food at? Nigga, you got all my goddamn money, punk.
This dumbass driver just docked Snoop Dogg's food. How the fuck you dock this man and you didn't say, I have arrived? And he said, where my punk ass food at, nigga? What the hell you doing? And you going handling like this? You down there, Saeed, you know what? Go back to back business. And I said, hey, Gerald, bring in the Taliban. I thought he never asked. What is he doing here? Why is this guy don't know what he's doing? This nigga blind, man? He colorblind? Are you joking? Who the fuck does this?
Dog, this.
And please call not sure where to leave your order and hello at 10:49 p.m. At this point, the 8 minutes was up. Saeed writes, this is not a safe place, and he cancels the order. And then after like 10 minutes pass, Snoop Dogg replies saying, yes, it is. Pull up to the gate, the black gate, and drop off the food I paid for. And he later says, where's my food? In the caption of this post exposing the Uber Eats driver, Snoop writes, Uber Eats, where my food at? Postmates, holla at me. The call-out video from Snoop would accrue over 4 million views and 12,000 comments. It was being covered on numerous media outlets because, well, Snoop Dogg was fucking blasting a random dude on Uber Eats. Though Uber would almost immediately cut to Snoop Dogg.
Of course.
Putting out this statement.
I'm sure they DM'd that nigga. I wish I get a DM.
Hey. Take that down, Snoop. Hey, Snoop, just holla at us. Holla at us, dog.
We truly regret Snoop Dogg's frustrating experience. We have reached out to apologize and refunded him for the order. Uber Eats was happy to affirm the dog, but others weren't so accepting of his behavior. It's pretty uncommon for Snoop to end up on the wrong side of public opinion, but this quickly appeared to be one of those cases, with many criticizing him for not only blasting a struggling food delivery driver, but for also being a shit customer and not responding to the guy's messages in a timely manner. It was Snoop's fault if you actually look at the receipts. Quote, you took 8+ minutes to reply, your fault. Well, he tried to give you your food, you answered late, and he didn't feel safe. You waited 8+ minutes to respond, there's a limit on wait, time is money. Uber Eats ain't no charity. Saeed was mortified by the exposure as it meant that he was now on the radar of Snoop Dogg's fans and some of his personal details were actually leaked in that video, which is not a good combination of things. Snoop Dogg's video revealed the man's first name, his photo, and apparently his license plate number. And when the driver saw the clip for himself, he felt as if his safety had been compromised and that people were going to come after him.
Hey, you know what? Fire this man. Fire this man right now. This nigga don't know what's going on. He did not go in and just get in the gate and pause for. Who just did this same way? Why the fuck did you not pull up in this man's food? This makes no damn sense. Why? So you can go in and get a charity? Fire this man. Fire him.
A YouTuber known as Rideshare Professor would get in contact with Saeed, the first person to do so. In a video regarding this incident, the professor claimed that fans of Snoop Dogg were able to use the plate number shown in the video and cross-reference it and find where Saeed's address was. And then people went there and allegedly threw stuff at him and his kid.
Hip-hop or whatever musician threw him under the bus and outed him and put his number plate out there. And little do people know that people acted on that number plate and went to his hood and threw stuff at him.
Why he say his hood?
Right?
Why did he say
that's what
that?
happens.
I don't know.
And why is he doing his fingers like that?
Expose someone or put the address.
And why is he talking like old dude, the Trevor Noah?
People that act on that. They are thugs that act on that.
The professor also promoted a GoFundMe for Saeed in this video, the goal of which was to raise funds for hiring an attorney and seeking legal recourse against Snoop and potentially others.
Gotta think about salaries and raises, maybe bonuses too.
I think I'm sensing a theme here.
Thanks to Rideshare Professor, Saeed's platform would expand, and just 3 days later, on the 25th of February, the news media outlet CBS LA would cover his story in a segment where they spoke to the driver. In the segment, Saeed just expresses that he was concerned for his family's safety after Snoop's video, and he's not shy about expressing his frustrations regarding Uber Eats sort of taking the side of Snoop here. Which, if you ask me, is exactly what they were doing.
It had a major impact on this guy.
Sue them for sure.
Trying to make that delivery.
You gonna go apologize to him, but I'm following your order.
Also, there is a first name.
Saeed, who didn't want to use his last name, believes the rapper may have compromised his safety by posting the video to his millions of followers because it shows his name, photo, and license plate number.
That's
After
crazy.
I see the video, I'm kind of like, I have like a high anxiety, and I fear for my family safety. I contact the customer many times, and I follow the protocol by the book. When I read that, I just felt it's not fair, because I am the one deserved an apology from the Uber Eats, not the Snoop.
In the wake of all of this, there were rumors that Saeed had plans to file a lawsuit against Snoop Dogg. Snoop never apologized for blasting the guy, and in all likelihood, he probably felt like he was the victim in this situation. Hunger does weird things to people, especially when you're high out of your mind. I've seen no evidence of a lawsuit, and if I was to guess, I'd reckon Saeed took the GoFundMe money and went on with his life. Fair play, if true.
Yeah, that's fucking insane, man. If I wasn't that guy who knows to get find a way here, but Snoop Dogg's blasting on the Uber, drive-through, whatever call that might be, and it's on IG, social media. And then what's going on DMs? I mean, you this going on here. A DMs might be going on at the direct idea listed just before at halftime. But the Snoop Dogg, just in case, he didn't know what's going on here. But the fact that, hey, wait a minute. Why Snoop Dogg on IG there? He slammed on an Uber driver or taken. And the sheer active case is all for one. If I wasn't having this specialty, that shit is got a real bad reason. I don't know why. It could be a really religious. And it tell me shit going on there. Let me real with it. I'm a friend. I just for one in the Uber Eats did not get a care of what happened. They did Uber One on. They got a payment center, so they refunded what's going on, and then the fact that why this how he said this, and all what we did, and he said that all, that's the guy's special. The guy got keep blasting on Snoop Dogg's everything here because he got hot anxiety going on here. Didn't know where it's going, where the director was going, didn't know where play they're going, didn't know where they're going, what the hell is going on there, what's going to happen, and what's going to do, what happened, especially, and I'm believing so happy. So, my suggestion is this is where I draw the line. The first thing on Uber's, this is kind of a one-day admin for. The Uber's don't know where we were and where they would pay that go. Shit, if it was, hell, I got that, they was over there where it was. Simple as that.
Grubhub driver plows woman over social distancing dispute.
Oh, hell no, bro. Hell no. Why do you deserve this? Why?
Oh,
this
boy.
Is 24-year-old Bijan Choya Early. She's an employee of Mrs. T's Southern Fried Chicken.
Bijan what?
It's so many just blackness, then more into Mrs. T's fried chicken.
Mrs.
Beyond Troy Early? You remember that Mrs. Beyond Robertson? That's all you gotta say about that. And the sort of Mrs. T's soul food fried chicken in Chicago? Yo, somebody explain me why they were there in Winter City in Chicago. And then Chirac. How? Let's hear some more of this. I want to see what they had to say.
Troya Early.
My God.
Troya Early.
That's how she came out the womb. Troya Early.
My nigga, what kind of gown name was that? What kind of gown ass name was this, man? I don't understand.
She's an employee of Mrs. T's Southern Fried Chicken in Northside Chicago.
Northside Chicago? I thought they were south side of Chicago. I thought they were west side of Chicago. Where Queen Conflict was born. Where did they were north side of Chicago. That's what on the FBG going on. That's what the gangs doing something like this. They're on north side of Chicago and Chirac? Come on, son.
In the midst of the COVID lockdowns on May 15, 2020, a Grubhub delivery driver, 30-year-old Amir Mohammed, was picking up an order from this establishment. But when he walked to the store, he was told by Bijan and her mother that only one customer was allowed in line at a time, and that he needed to wait in his car. This system infuriated the driver. He refused to budge and stood against the establishment's front door, telling both Bijan and the mother, Anjanita, that he wasn't leaving. Reportedly, as Amir finally decided to leave, he gave him something to remember, turning back and kicking the door before finally going to his car. This naturally pissed off the mother and daughter team, who in return followed him outside and approached the vehicle in order to get the driver's license plate number to report this dude, to police and Grubhub. As things escalated, the driver threatened to run down Bijan if she did not.
This is why I will always say this, and I don't agree with what he's about to do. You never stand in front of a vehicle, especially if you got some issues with someone. Do not stand in front of a vehicle, bro, because you may think, they not crazy enough to do it, and then they will hit you. So, and yes, they'll be in the wrong. You press charges, but that could be a situation where you may not be able to walk away from that. You know what I'm saying? So, if you in an altercation with someone, they in the vehicle, make sure you to the side. Don't be in front of a vehicle, because people don't be giving a damn, man. Oh, I pressed the wrong damn. I wasn't even trying to do that. I pressed something on my sheet.
Moved from in front of his vehicle. And this was a threat he'd follow through with, as Amir would strike Bijan with his car, running her down, and then quickly escaping the scene northbound on Broadway.
Look at that, bro.
The victim's mother, Anjanita, would later tell the news media this.
I was so scared. I've never seen anything like this. It was just like something crazy out of TV. It was like surreal. It just, I don't know. I thought he was going to kill my baby.
Footage from a bystander was taken of the incident, capturing the moment Amir hit Bijan. Luckily for Bijan, there was a nurse nearby who tended to her injuries and got further assistance. Bijan was taken to a local hospital. There, doctors determined the vehicle collision had broken both of her arms and legs, had a broken pelvis, and suffered significant nerve damage.
Oh, no. Did I just saw what happened? This man broke her damn bones. That nigga sliding in, window over, and you didn't know what's going on? That shit is gotta be a criminal charge. Hell, I did not see it. Who knew what this guy doing? What the hell is this man thinking? I did not see what's going on, and the first thing they see it, doesn't know what that's happening, and they're like, wait a minute, I didn't see what's going on. What the hell is this man doing here? It's like, just standing over here. Guys, do not stand on the truck. This man is upset, like, hey, move the fuck out of the way. Oh my God, if it was, they're gonna press charge your ass, man. I had never seen this nigga we missed and we did it himself. Well, who did that shit? What part of the game is this? That shit is really disturbing me, bro. How? How, bro? This has gotta be, oh, poor Bijan, bro. That's a pretty broken bones, man. That ain't no funny shit at all, bro. I ain't no funny shit.
While her injuries were not life-threatening, she was reportedly put on a breathing machine and sedated due to being in so much pain. A day later, on May 16th, Amir turned himself in and was charged with 3 felonies. 1 count of aggravated battery using a deadly weapon, 1 count of aggravated battery causing great bodily harm, 1 count of failure to report an accident causing injury, and 2 misdemeanors. 1 count of leaving the scene of an accident and 1 count of driving without a license. He'd be given a $5,000 bond and left jail a few days later, though he was required to wear an electronic monitor. In a twist of events, when Grubhub was contacted, they revealed that Amir was not in fact a Grubhub driver. He had never been contracted with the company. This guy didn't even have a valid driver's license and fraudulently used another contracted driver's account.
And he got a bond?
Why he left so violently in the first place, as he didn't want to get caught without a license. Grubhub would then reveal that the driver who had lent out their account to Amir was now permanently banned from the platform. A month later, Bijan filed a suit against Amir and Grubhub, alleging negligence, saying Grubhub allowed Muhammad to, quote, access its platform and operate as a Grubhub driver. There haven't been any recent updates on Amir's sentencing or this Bijan lawsuit.
I don't know
to make matters worse for this family, Miss T's shut down in April of 2022. So I can only hope they get some recourse in the form of these legal endeavors.
Hey man, put that nigga in jail. You don't even have to deliberate on that, bro. Hey, take your ass to jail, bro. Take your ass to jail, bro.
Let's go check. I'm gonna go check. Permit closed. Don't tell me that I just said it in my hit the Twitter and I did not see it coming. There's ain't no way this is real, bro. Ain't no way this what happened. And it says closed in the north side of Chicago. Y'all cooked. Y'all really cooked, man.
Because you couldn't just deal with the rules and regulations. You just said fuck it, right? Put your ass, or the other type of justice, but
Mr. T wasn't there. Mr. T would have.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
And I believe this is in Chicago too, bro. Like, bro. But anywho,
the delivery driver boob grabber.
What?
No! Do not do this to me! No! Who said to deliver a bull grabber? Who did this shit? Ain't no way, bro!
On October 17th, 2023, 23-year-old Trey Gaines was delivering a DoorDash order at the Spanish Lake Apartments in St. Louis County, Missouri. However, when he approached the apartment door, it seemed Trey had more on his mind than just delivering a food order. When he got to the door of the residence, the customer who answered was a woman garbed in a towel. And upon seeing this, Mr. Gaines forced his way inside of the apartment, pulled off the woman's towel, and grabbed her breast.
Developmentally disabled.
Luckily, she was able to escape and ran to a neighbor's house to call for help. But Gaines wasn't done yet. Later, while the woman was still at this neighbor's residence, she would allegedly receive a FaceTime call from an unknown number, only to answer it and find Mr. Gaines on camera masturbating. A truly one-of-a-kind.
Put this nigga under the jail. Put this nigga under the jail.
This man's a gooner! He's a gooner! Who did this shit anyway? Why? Why did you put this in a gooner business? And this nigga don't know what's going on here. It's like, oh my God. Is this man a gooner? When we saw this man with lady was feet, a black bone top, oh my God. Take this nigga to jail! Please! Enough of that! This man's a dumbass! He's a gooner! A big dummy! How? This guy's gonna be a really big dummy in the same way. You know what I'm talking about. This nigga cannot be that serious right now. I'm serious right now. Get this nigga out of here right now.
Mortified, she hung up and called the police about her ongoing nightmare scenario with this dasher. Law enforcement worked with DoorDash and would manage to track this sick fuck down. On October 19th, 2023, Gaines was subsequently arrested, though not without event. During his arrest, Mr. Gaines was placed in handcuffs but managed to maneuver the restraints from behind his back and escape the police, making it into his own vehicle. With his cuffed hands in front of him, he tried to put the car in drive but was not so successful in this effort, and thankfully officers were able to wrangle him before he got anywhere. I mean, he probably would have just ended up in a nearby ditch considering the fact that he was handcuffed, but it's a good thing they got him. The alleged food app sexual assaulter and masturbator was later charged with burglary, attempted rape, sexual misconduct, and resisting arrest, and he was held at the St. Louis County Jail with the bond set at $250,000 cash.
I don't know what you say this, but this nigga is really going to jail for good. Get this man out of here right now. I want you gone. I don't care what it is. This is a stupidity right now. Get him out of there. $50,000 jail bond. This gotta be a little bit criminal charge.
DoorDash put out a statement saying, quote, "We are horrified by this appalling and disturbing event. This is something that no one should ever have to endure, and we are here to support the survivor however we can." Hopefully they did more than offer her a few DoorDash credits. As of now, Mr. Gaines is still awaiting trial. DoorDash driver versus YouTube prankster. What happens when a YouTube prankster tries messing with a DoorDasher who simply had enough? You get fucking shot, that's what happens. Tanner Cook is a YouTube prankster and member of the pranking group Classified Goons, a collective team of prank tubers who have been posting videos of this nature on YouTube since May of 2022. Basically, Tanner and his crew are your typical social media troublemakers, recording themselves confronting others in public areas, using zany and immature humor to get a rise out of people.
Leave
and,
people
just
alone,
fuck with
bro.
everyday guys that are just trying.
And he fucked around and found out. Fucked around and found out.
This guy gotta be a magic going on there. This man is a pranker, a prank call. I don't know why these prankers still doing the mall shit, whatever. I don't do that stuff. But this man thinking, he don't know what's going on here. But this guy thinking about him, why is this man doing? This is a sad going on here. Get this stupid out of here right now. I don't know what's going on here or now, but been done him over.
Began on April 2nd, 2023 at the Dolestown Center Mall in Sterling, Virginia, when Tanner was filming pranks in the area, recording and fucking with people in an effort to get reactions. At some point, he spotted and approached 31-year-old DoorDash driver Alan W. Coley. While at the food court of the mall, Alan was in the midst of collecting a DoorDash order, but was stopped by Tanner, who proceeded to mess with him, following him around, pretending to speak in another language while using the Google Translate app to play the phrase, "I think you smell," over and over again. Coley had reportedly told Cook to leave him alone and swatted the phone away from his face, but Cook stayed persistent. That was until he found that Alan was not one to be fucked with. After attempting to flee the confrontation, Tanner continued to follow him, to which Alan answered by unholstering a hidden handgun and, well, he blasted his ass, shooting Tanner right in the stomach.
He did quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that mean?
He did quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
He did quit thinking about my twinkle.
No, it's being weird.
Stop. He did quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop. Yep. I didn't hear about 3 words. That nigga's dead. Why if somebody even put gone wrong? MDMC? Yeah, Mike can pack it up. This man is a certified dumbass. I ain't gonna be laughing, but oh my God, son.
Amidst the chaos,
I shouldn't be laughing, bro. But
I mean, sorry. He told him to stop, bro. Like, nigga,
it's the freeze frame, and I'm hopeful.
Yes, I am. Tanner was shot in the stomach. Tanner was shot in the stomach, and he did not F around anymore. He went to the hospital and was rushed there to see if he would survive. He hasn't done it again since then. To be continued. Come on, bro. Stop playing with people, bro.
The black and white.
He hit him with the...
Amidst the chaos, shoppers and passersby fled the scene, believing the gunshot to be the beginnings of a mass shooting. Police from the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene. They cleared out the mall and found Cook outside of it with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. He was treated for injuries and transported to a local hospital. Allen was surrounded and arrested, charged with aggravated malicious wounding, use of a firearm in the commission of a felony, and discharging a firearm within a building. He was taken to the Loudoun County Adult Detention Center and held without bond. Cook, on the other hand, underwent surgery, where reportedly his gallbladder was removed, but fortunately for him, it looked as if he was going to make a full recovery. News media outlet WUSA 9 would get an interview with Tanner, who told them that Coley didn't really say anything, that he just pulled out a gun and shot him.
I was just playing a prank, a simple practical joke, and the guy didn't take it very well and shot me.
Coley's public defender, however, painted a different story about the incident, claiming that Cook antagonized his client and that Coley was targeted, harassed, accosted, and followed. During a bond hearing, though, it was revealed that the prosecution was considering issuing charges against Tanner Cook as well due to the alleged harassment of the suspect, but nothing ever seemed to come out of that. But what did happen was a large amount of backlash for the YouTuber, and support for the shooter bubbled up. Once news began circulating about Tanner's role as a prank tuber, many were relentless in their criticisms against the young YouTuber, saying that he basically got what he deserved. And there were people who Tanner had previously pranked coming out saying they had been traumatized by his activities.
What? How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding.
That's stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
The hate became so unavoidable that Tanner's own father would even speak out to the media, claiming that his family was being harassed with messages celebrating Tanner's gunshot wound. Many others believing that he should have died. But of course, Tanner wasn't helping things, as the guy was addicted to online clout.
Of course.
On July 18th, 2023, Tanner would upload a video titled "I Got Shot" onto his YouTube channel, which of course would become his most popular video, accumulating over 700,000 views. In the video, video, he would actually return to a mall setting, basically showing his audience how he wasn't going to stop pranking people, even dropping merch celebrating.
Yep.
Hey,
natural selection.
The trial was held in late September of 2023, where the defense labeled this as a prime example of self-defense, claiming that Coley, who had a concealed carry permit and was a member of the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, felt menaced by the 6'5" Cook during the confrontation. Coley also testified and spoke about the fear that Cook's prank had evoked. Prosecution would argue that this wasn't self-defense, as there was not a reasonable fear nor imminent danger of bodily harm. Cook wasn't holding a weapon, he wasn't attacking or punching him, therefore there was no need to jump to such measures, they argued. The prosecutor would call Cook's prank bizarre, but again, not life-threatening. Quote, "They were playing a silly phrase on the phone. How could the defendant have found that he was reasonably in fear of imminent bodily harm?" On September 28, 2023, after only 5 hours of deliberation, a jury found Alan Coley not guilty in the shooting of Tanner Cook and acquitted him of aggravated malicious wounding. They were, however, split on the 2 lesser firearm counts, deciding to convict him on only 1 count of unlawfully discharging a firearm, while acquitting him of 1 count of use of a firearm. Coley's defense attorney believed the conviction on the firearms charge was inconsistent with the law due to Coley's acquittal on these self-defense grounds, and asked the judge to set aside the conviction. Although he was not guilty for the heavier charge, Coley wasn't free to go and had to remain incarcerated until the sentencing for his only remaining conviction. After the verdict, the media caught up with Tanner Cook and his mother.
You know, we respect what the jury says. They did an outstanding job presenting this case, and we couldn't have had it any better. And regardless of the outcome, you know, the jury's the jury, and we totally respect how our law.
Great. Just great.
Real quick, just
yeah, parents, yeah. What that comment said? Parents failed them.
Yeah, they failed them.
Yeah,
she thinks it's funny.
It's funny. All right, bro.
You see where he doing them pranks at?
What's your message to the people who might have a question about?
He ain't in the hood doing that.
Content itself.
I don't know.
Tanner.
I guess we just have to keep watching.
You got the starter pack, bro.
You'll continue to make videos.
Yeah, probably. We'll see, you know?
How disappointed are you about this?
So I really don't care. I mean, it is what it is. It's God's plan at the end of the day. So
on December 21st, 2023, Coley would be sentenced to time served. And after nearly 9 months in jail, he was finally free to go. As of today, Tanner Cook has remained true to his word and still posts frequently to his channel, where he has about 66,000 subscribers.
This nigga was at 66,000 when he first did the shit. Nigga.
He was finally free to go. As of today,
look at this.
9 months though.
Look at this, bro. This nigga over here showing I Got Shot Part 2, barely cracking 5,000 views. Hang it up, buddy.
This nigga got this dude 9 months of his life gone.
Take it away.
Because he was minding his business, he was working, and he just didn't feel like putting up with your SHIT. And we just talked about this, guys. This nigga he was put in jail with no bond.
No bond, bro.
When people out here doing far worse and get bonds. The dude that ran over old girl got a $5,000 bond.
Yep.
Pack it up.
Tanner Cook has remained true to his word and still posts frequently to his channel, where he has about 66,000 subscribers.
Hey, now I tell you what, these DoorDashers, concluding myself, these crazy DoorDashers getting those cookie little less more often. They need to stop this shit once more. I'm for one of these things. All parts and fall, that gotta be a little less more often. These people in the gotta be a little less more often. They got Dr. Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Every man say that Dr. Snoop Dogg. They can blast him away and have him. He blasted him no reason for. Then, this nigga, one that lady over his time better. Then, a nigga taking a purfer and put him in jail for no reason at all. And a nigga shut him, please not guilty for all work. Wow. Shit. If it was, that's all I gotta say about that. If it were me, if I was that so horrible and dumbass, this is gotta be a little less more often. I mean, you ain't getting a little less here in the dumbass assistance. Ain't no way that nigga is really cooked. And the lady is charged to jail, and upon hearing you, it's gonna be happening. She's gonna print a child. A printed child will be executed for all worth it. This is another big dumb moment of the century in 2026. This is a brand new year. Thank God. This is a new big dumb moment. If it was, you know what I'm talking about. This is the type of conversation, but first thing you know, it's just because it ain't gonna be good enough. People ain't gonna get dealt with. And there's one way. And the dumbasses that do that schedules, they don't gonna get dealt with once for all and not get another reinforcements. They need it dealt with once. And after Lily, or take her name, Lily, your ass is gonna be dealt with.
And I can't wait to see them get you dealt with. Instead of taking you to prison, they need to send you to the interrogation chamber. And there's one person who will be entering to get all of the answers they need. Chris Solo! Nick freaking Gage!
Send Hook! You're gonna have to die! He's not gonna do what I think, is he? Oh no, come on! 16-foot line! Arms are clasped. Look at him ready! I can't believe it! John off the ground, is he? Whoa, he did! Yes, he is!
We gon' call in our special reinforcements, Steve.
They're still cold! Or is he not?
Undertaker, take him to the Shadow Realm.
Hell, boys! It's going up for a right toss! They're out the end, Henderson! Somebody got stuff! Oh my God!
If I don't get to it first, I know someone who had called him for their enforcer who needs out. Booker! Take him to the Shadow Realm!
Yes! Booker T's beating up everybody in the ring. Boom! Booker T's just going to the big shot jaw. Boom! Green up. Booker T's pulling Green up right now. He's going to hit him with that big crunch kick. Oh! Booker T just caught Green with that big crunch kick. What the hell is going on? There's a lot of mayhem out here. Pete is down. He's dogging him. He's got a big kick set up. Where he's going to catch him at. He's going to get...
Looks like the main event mafia continues.
Booker T's the man.
In the Impact.
What the hell?
Now, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
Be that way, you big dummy.
You big dummy.
Big dummy? Big dummy.
You big dummy! Come on, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual D, chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that. And what if I told you you could get your own personalized cameo today inside 24 hours? If you book me over on cameo.com/chiseled Adonis to get your own personalized video message. I've done over 450 throughout the years, and I've been able to garner over 100 5-star reviews. So whether it's a happy birthday, happy anniversary, just a pep talk, or a roast, if somebody needs to be engulfed in verbal flame, I'm the man for the job. So make sure you go over and book me on cameo.com/chiseled Adonis. I'll see you on the inside. You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Roll credits. Roll credits. You're welcome for that. Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! So just do it!
Please!